Hi everybody, I'm Sheila. I'm a yoga teacher at the Red Wing YMCA, and I invite you to join me for a shortish chair yoga sequence. So come on, grab your chair. Let's go. All right, so if you can find a chair without arms, awesome. If you just have a chair with arms, no worries. I just found a folding chair in the basement, so that works just spiffy. I have mine on my mat, and that is just because my floors are a little slippery. So wherever you want to have yours is just fine. So go ahead when you get in your chair, and we're gonna scoot up to the front of the chair, all right? So we're right on the edges, our sit bones are right on the edge of the chair, feet are firmly planted, and we are gonna begin. So thanks for coming out to practice today. Just start by getting the fluids moving, right? Go ahead and bring your shoulders up to your ears and let them go down and back. All right, I'm just laughing because our cat has taken up residence staring at the refrigerator door, just waiting for it to happen. It's about supper time, and I think he's hoping for some milk. So keep those shoulders rolling, so excuse my laughter. All right, now when you are ready, go ahead and reverse those rolls, bringing those shoulders up to the ears, and then reverse them. So if you went down and back, bring them forward, whichever way you did. Just get a little bit in both directions. Awesome. Placing our hands on our knees, we have this nice firm foundation. Let's just gently let our right ear float towards that right shoulder. And if you wish to go ahead and put that hand on top of the head, not to push, but just to the weight of the hand to help open up the side of the neck. Maybe you want to also add those fingers out to this side. Wiggle those fingers a little bit to activate them. You can also bring those fingers up towards the ceiling for a little different feel. Now let's release that, going to the other side. Left ear floats to the left shoulder. Maybe you add that hand for weight, maybe not. If you want to add the opposite arm out and at an angle, you can wiggle those fingertips. We're still keeping this nice long spine, right? Go ahead if you wish and float those fingers so they're going towards the ceiling if you'd like. All right, now release that down. Now let's gently move our chin towards our right shoulder. So we're just looking out over that right shoulder. Again, spine is long. If you haven't already, maybe you rushed to get started on this sequence, really try to focus in on your breath, finding those nice long inhales and long exhales. Now on your next inhale, let's bring your chin to center, and then on the exhale, let's take it to the other side. All right, let's inhale those arms up nice and strong. And when we get up to the top, go ahead, if it's available to you, and really push those fingers together. You can also push your palms together if you'd rather. And as you do that, look up at your hands. And on an exhale, we're going to release those hands down, let our chin come to our chest. Inhale, long spine, squeeze those arms together. Exhale, release as the chin comes down. Inhale, the gaze raises, chin raises, hands squeeze together, and we exhale, release. Inhale, gaze comes up, hands squeeze, exhale, chin to chest. One more, inhale, arms up, squeeze those hands, exhale, release. Moving into a lateral bend. Let's go ahead and inhale those arms up high. Again, belly is pulled in. Let those shoulders come down. Sometimes when we bring our hands up, those shoulders come up. Just let them come down. Right arm is going to float down. Left arm is going to go over to the side just for a gentle lateral bend. We're just opening up this side body. Now, on your next inhale, let's come center and exhale, release. Inhale, center, exhale, release. Inhale, center, exhale, release. Pull that belly in as you come up. Release to the other side. Pull that belly in and lift. Release to the other side. Now, last series, let's let that right hand float down. Left hand comes over, but really anchor that left sit bone into your chair and feel yourself pushing that sit bone in. Finding length in the spine and the arm, that side body. Awesome, pull that belly in, come back to center. Let's repeat on the other side. That left hand goes over, and that left sit bone, really, we ground that in. Just root it into the chair. Fantastic, now let's bring those hands up, squeeze them through heart center, chin comes to the chest. Again, around, hands come up, squeeze them through the center, chin to chest. Again, hands up. This time we're going to move into a little spinal twist. So on the exhale, we're going to begin to twist through our belly, our ribs, our shoulders. Then we're going to inhale, center. Exhale, twist in the other direction. Being mindful of whatever you have in your house. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. I think I backed myself too far into the buffet. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Now this last one we're going to hold. So we're going to twist very, very slowly into this last one. Our left hand is going to come down to that front right knee. Back hand can go to the back of the chair, all right? And as you inhale, find length in that spine. Imagine you have a string going right from the center of your head down to your tail, all right? And as you inhale, find length in that spine. As you exhale, maybe you journey just a little bit deeper into that twist. And we release. Let's do it, our last one on the other side by inhaling those arms up. Exhale, begin that long, slow twist. Right hand comes to that front left knee. Left arm goes to the back of the chair. And as we inhale, we find length in that long spine. If our shoulders have come up, work them back down. Keep breathing. Think of it as squeezing out a big sponge or something, right? Awesome. Now let's release and come back to center. Just roll those shoulders a few times, all right? All right. We are on our edge of the chair again, right? Nice long spine, belly is pulled in. We're going to move into our cows and our cats for getting the last two directions of our spine. So as we inhale, let's drop that belly, lift that gaze, lift that chin for cow. And as we exhale, we're going to pull that belly to the spine. We're going to tuck that chin, we're going to round for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Feel free to follow your own breath. Okay, we just want to get that movement in the spine. Strong spine is vital, right? Awesome. Now we're going to transition just by adding a dancing cat on, right? Who doesn't like a dancing cat? Mine is not dancing. It's hovering in front of the refrigerator, right, waiting for milk. So this time, as we inhale, we drop our belly for cow. But as we exhale, we bring that right knee towards that forehead. Then we release it. We come back into cow. As we exhale, we move into that cat spine, but we're bringing that left knee towards us. All right, so it's just a little bit of a dancing cat. You can move at your own pace, I guess, at your own dance. Dance to your own drumming cat. It doesn't matter so much, right, how far that knee comes to the forehead. It's the movement we're looking for. And you know that it might be different on one side than the other. All right, so just a few more on each side. And we will send our dancing cat to the side of the room to rest. Or just to sit in front of the refrigerator, just in case somebody would happen by with some milk. Fantastic. All right, let's roll those shoulders. Let's move it into a little bit of a seated sun salutation. So feet are about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit more. Belly is pulled in. We've got this long spine with lots of integrity. We inhale those arms up. And on an exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips and we're going to fold forward, letting that head come down towards the floor, okay? We're going to let it hang heavy. Shake it. Yes, your hands are probably down on the floor, maybe down on your shins, okay? Wherever they feel most comfortable. Now from here, pull that belly into the spine and we're just going to slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders come up and down and back. Inhale those arms up high. And on an exhale again, hinge at the hips, folding forward. This time we're going to add a half lift. All right, where we pull our shoulders down and away from our ears and we find this flat back. And then we round into that forward fold. Now let's slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Being extra careful if you have any issues with dizziness, especially since we were just upside down a little bit, right? All right, awesome. Now let's heel toe those feet apart, moving into a goddess position. I'm going to move my block. We don't need that now. We may want to use that later, so if you have a block or a book, I should have mentioned that in the beginning. That's awesome. You may want to use it later. If not, feel free to run and get it now or whenever. All right, let's find those goddess feet, all right? And go ahead and plant that right hand down. Just lift that left arm up and over, just a little lateral stretch. Keep that left sit bone really grounded in. Now come back to center. We're warming up in this position for what will be our warrior two in just a little bit. All right, now let's come back through center. Did I even you out? I hope so. All right, now let's inhale those arms up high. And on the exhale, either open up to cactus arms or go ahead and lace your fingers behind your head. And we are just going to do some oblique crunches, moving side to side. And as you come up, really pull that belly to the spine and come on up. Just a few more. Really, again, finding length in those side bodies, really activating those obliques. Fantastic. Let's release those arms. Roll those shoulders again one more time. All right, moving into warrior two. Now this is where if you have a block, you might want the block or a book. A book, a thick book or two books, a shoebox, lots of things can suffice, okay? So warrior two, our right foot is going to be our lead leg, okay? So turn sideways on that chair. Now your left leg, you have a couple choices. One of which you can have it open, just like this, okay? Another is you can drop it down, and this is where you might want block or a book, you can drop it down this way, all right? So you've got that knee, and the knee is just resting on that block. My leg is almost long enough to make sure it's short enough I maybe wouldn't need the block, okay? But a block is a great option. The third option is if you scooch back just a little bit so you're almost hanging off the chair, safely of course, you can move into more of a traditional warrior two stance with that back leg. Some people like that, some people do not find that comfortable at all. So out of the three options, right, find your version, okay? And maybe experiment a little bit if you're not sure, all right? So I will start with demonstrating this one. All right, so here's our warrior two. Gaze out over those front middle fingers. Spine is nice and long. Fingers are activated. Let's flip that front palm and reverse our warrior, Viparita Virabhadrasana. Now come on back to warrior two. Moving into extended side angle, let's reach forward. Let that front arm come to the front thigh as the back arm comes up and either all the way over or stays up. Either way, we're yearning to open this heart, okay? I'll move around with the various feet positions in case you're trying to remember them. Now pull that belly to the spine. Let's come back to that warrior two. Now let's flip that front palm, reverse that warrior, and let's flow through to that extended side angle. Pull that belly to the spine, reverse that warrior, reach into that extended side angle. Last extended side angle on this side. Then let's come on back to that strong Virabhadrasana two. All right, let's roll those arms, roll those wrists. Now roll those shoulders, release that down. Now we're gonna come center before we move to the other side, get back into that goddess position. All right. Now if you have a block or a book, maybe you want that on the floor in front of you now. You'll see in a second, we're gonna do a little goddess twist. So inhale those arms up high. On an exhale, we're gonna float forward, hinging at the hips, bringing our hands down, either to the floor or to a block. All right. Let that head hang long. Now go ahead and plant your left hand while you float your right arm up to the sky for a little spinal twist. Release that down. Opposite hand to the sky. Spinal twist. Release that down. Opposite hand to the sky. Release that down. Last one, opposite hand. I said opposite so many times, it's as if you have a bunch of hands. We're more octopus, I guess. All right, from here, because we've been upside down a little while, let's just slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let those arms hang heavy and long. Roll those shoulders down and back, and we'll move to warrior two on the left side. So again, you've got various options, all right? So your warrior two can be in this position. You can drop that knee to the ground or to a book, all right? To a block, book, warrior two. Or you can scooch a little further back on the chair. So the chair is holding your thigh and that back leg is in that traditional warrior two pose. All right, now activate those hands, roll those wrists. Arms are strong, release those arms down. Now, inhale those arms up as if you are bringing them up through heavy water. Gaze out over those front middle fingers. Let's flip that palm to reverse that warrior, Viparita Virabhadrasana, which I just say because I like saying that. Now let's come back to warrior two. Let's reach forward, and when you're ready, let that front arm come down to that front thigh. Back arm comes up or all the way over, okay? Either way, our heart is open, or in a bind, right? That's always an awesome option. Fantastic. Pull that belly into the spine. Come back to your warrior two. Let's reverse that warrior and flow between reverse warrior and extended side angle. And as you come up, really activate that core, right? So we're lifting with the belly. Spark those fingers, roll those shoulders, and release those hands down. All right, let's come back center now. Now you may want to keep this block or book handy if you have one. And if you do, and you want to use it, we're going to do eagle legs and eagle arms. You might want to put it on the outside of your right foot, okay? You don't have to, but you're welcome to, all right? So again, we're scooched at the front edge of our chair. Got these nice, strong legs, all right? So let's move into eagle legs first. So we are going to take that left leg up and over, all right? So your option is you can keep it here. You can weave it behind, okay? I have one side where I feel like that works more naturally than the other side. You can bring that toe down to the block just like you would in a standing eagle, okay? So whichever way you do, you're squeezing these legs together, you're keeping this long spine, and now we add the arms. So inhale those arms up to the side. On the exhale, bring the left arm under the right arm, wrap them up, twizzle them up, right? And then go ahead and lift those elbows shoulder height. Feel the opening in your shoulders. This is a great shoulder stretch to reduce stress. Now, if this position isn't comfortable for you, also know you can do what I think of as almost more traditional eagle wings, right? Or hands to shoulders. Either way, we're going to lift those elbows. We're really creating space and really stretching that back body. Now, if you would like, in your eagle, go ahead and tuck your chin to your chest and do a little bit of a forward fold. In case you didn't feel you were pretzeled up enough, then pull that belly in and rise up. Long spine on the inhale, and on the exhale, tuck the chin and forward fold. Awesome. Come on up and let's release those arms. Now with that leg, let's keep that left leg up and put that left ankle on the left knee. If this isn't comfortable for you, another great option is to have the left ankle crossed at the ankle, okay? We're gonna be in the seated figure four. We've got this nice long spine. And take some good inhales and good exhales. Now with this long spine, take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. And stop when you wish to stop, okay? Maybe your head comes down to that bent leg. Maybe you come a third of the way down and that gives you the hip opener and the stretch that you want. All right, you experiment. Yoga is about you doing you, right? I'm just here to offer ideas. I'm the ideas person. You're the doer. All right, now if you are down, let's tuck that chin and just slowly roll up. Release that leg down. Let's prepare for eagle on the other side. So if you're using that block, go ahead and shift that to the outside of the left leg. All right. Now, eagle legs, bring that right leg up and over. Maybe you let it land at the block. Maybe you weave it in behind that other ankle. All right. Whichever you do, you're squeezing these legs together, okay? And then we're going to inhale those arms out to the side, and this time the right arm comes under the left. And again, we twizzle them up, lifting those elbows. We eagle wings them. We gentle hug them, whichever feels better on this side. Keeping in mind, right, it might be different on one side than the other. Awesome. So inhale and find that nice long spine. Now on your next inhale, if you would like, prepare, and on your exhale, just begin a slow roll of a forward fold. And as you inhale, slowly roll up. Exhale. Now one more big inhale, and either stay here if you'd like. You can tuck that chin and roll in. And again, let's come back up and let's release out of there. Fantastic. Now go ahead, inhale those arms up high. Bring those hands down in front of you. Now let's put the backs of our hands together and just bend forward a little bit so we can bring those hands to clasp behind our back. And then we are going to roll the shoulders down and back, straighten those arms, and open that heart. Okay? If you need to turn sideways in your chair to do that, access that easier, that's perfect as well. Okay, so just a little stretch there. Fantastic. All right, now let's inhale those arms up high. And as we exhale, let's roll those wrists, bringing them down. All right, let's inhale those hands front, flip those palms, bring them down. Inhale those arms out in front of us. Exhale, flip those wrists, bring them down, preparing ourselves to learn the wave. In one of my chair yoga classes, I teased them that they had an easier time doing the tree and the standing eagle pose than we did somehow learning how to choreograph the wave. It was not our strength. Now let's inhale those arms up long. Go ahead and with your left hand, just take a hold of that right hand and just gently pull it over. Now come to center. Pull to the other side gently. Last stretch, release those arms down. Final inhale up and exhale, hands through heart center. The light in me honors, appreciates the light, the energy in each and every one of you. I admire you for coming out to practice and connecting, even though we're connecting virtually, it's still an awesome connection. So again, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks again. Have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, everybody. Stay well.